FIFA 19, come on. Guys, this is your boy King Cross KTK here, and the most annoying thing this year has to be FIFA 19. Forget every other game. Other games have been mediocre and good at the same time, or just great. Battlefield 5 looks to be good. To hell with all the haters, people who hate it. But FIFA. And don't give me that oh EA this EA that stuff, man. It's basically not EA. It's more of blaming EA Sports. Yeah, the same company but different divisions and stuff. But EA Sports is doing a bad job with FIFA this year. I don't know why. I don't know if they changed their team or what. But they're doing a bad job with FIFA 19. Coming from earlier up in the game's life, we had like bicycle kicks and stuff overpowered. We had keepers not even knowing what to do. I mean, keepers still don't know what to do, especially the top keepers. You have a top keeper in your team, top keeper being 83 and up. You have them in your team, it's like they forget how to keep at some points. You might have a keeper with good reflexes, good diving, and they don't even dive for the ball. They don't get up there into the top corner for the ball. I know why. You know, Kieran Navas. I had Kieran Navas for some time, and probably the worst keeper I ever had in the game. I went back to playing Sergio Senho. I had Ter Stegen. I sold Ter Stegen to get Kieran Navas because he was a cheaper keeper. You know, that was a mistake because Ter Stegen wasn't bad, but Senho was better than Ter Stegen. I packed Ter Stegen. I said, you know what, before prices go down on him, I'm gonna sell him for high. I think I sold him for 50k. I think it was 52k around there. I sold him for. Kieran Navas, bought him for 26k. I say, you know what, I get him half price on a keeper. He's decent, but didn't work out. Another thing, I mean, the shooting has been woeful, man. Because you're right in front of the goal, you take a shot, not even a pod shot. You take a shot, the ball goes sky high. You tap the shot power button. The ball moves at such a fast pace the keeper can't even touch it. Most of the shots on goal tend to go wide for some reason. There's no defender on you. Even if there's a defender behind you or something, you're applying no pressure, but the game just decides, okay, gonna sky the ball, and that's what's been annoying this season for FIFA. Another thing, defenders are not useful. You have a formation, yes, you want the defenders to stay back. You don't change anything. You just go basic settings, everything. You just put in the formation. You have the players running around. The defenders practically stand there while attacking player just run past them instead of covering the player. Now you change the tactics and stuff. It works sometimes it doesn't. But once there's a faster player than that defender, just tell yourself you're conceding a goal, because all the guys do is lob passes, you know, lob true passes and stuff, and that's it. And once you pass the defender, it's a goal. The goalkeeper can't do nothing. Even if you rush at the keeper, the player is right there with the ball. The keeper is right there with the player. Just one juke with the ball, and that's it. The keeper loses out. The keeper has high reaction time, but he just loses out to any ball that's underneath him, I should say. Defense is okay. Once you have wing backs with pace, you're good to go. Center backs, Varane is the only decent center back you can get in the entire game, if you want a non-legend player. But other than that, you'll need legends in a team with pace, defensive legends like Rio Ferdinand. If you can link up Rio Ferdinand with Varane, you know, I just can't remember all the other defending center backs. Cannavaro or Ferdinand with Varane. You have a boss defense. Who's running my right? Juan is running on the right side. You understand? Because I did the SBC for him. Was the best SBC I could have done. Flashback Juan Fran. The worst SBC I could have done was for was when I did all gold but I only got a silver players pack. I didn't understand that one from EA. But yeah, back to the team. The left back, I have Jordi Alba. He's not the best left back, but he's one of the I think he's the fastest left back you can get in the game. So yeah, Jordi Alba on my left back in my left back position. I play Kondogbia in the middle because I haven't found anybody as good as Kondogbia. Good each and every game. Played over 200 games for me so far, I think. Can't remember if it was over 100 or over 200. But yeah, Kondogbia is in my team. I put Patrick Kluivert. I dropped him down to a cam. He actually does better in cam. You know, for his, I think his mid career his mid-career legend icon card, I think he does good as a cam. Now his prime icon, that's the 90 plus rated icon, he does well, but you have to drop him down to center forward. He does good as a center forward instead. I don't think he ever does good as a striker. There's no point where he does good as a striker. He's always best to be behind the striker and pushes forward, gets more assists that way. 100 goals in 201 appearances for him as a cam. He has, I think, 43 assists. So yeah, that's good for him for my team, as well as Mariano. Mariano is a good player. Now I haven't found anybody to put in that position when I got Mariano, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna drop Mariano down as a cam because I have Rodrigo on top doing his thing. I didn't want to mess up with Rodrigo up on top there. 200 goals in 300 games for Rodrigo. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna drop Mariano down, and ever since I've put him down in cam, he's done awesome for me. I'm guessing he does good for other people as a striker, but as a cam he does wonders, especially as I let him get into the box. Once him, Kluivert and Rodrigo are in the box, it's a headed goal, I should say. It always goes into the net. Well, not always, but the fact that out of 10 headers in a game, usually I score with the most goals I ever scored with with headers. 10 headers in a game, I usually get 3 of those headers going in the back of the net. As the average is better than a lot of people who don't get headers into the back of the net, and there's some people who get 100% all the time on headers. That's kind of annoying. Another case is that, you know, on the wings I have Koke. Before I had the Screamer Koke, I had the regular Koke. He works very well no matter what he is. But the Screamer Koke has been exceptional, and the regular Koke I usually put him in if my regular Koke gets suspended with a red card. I've only played him about 4 times since, you know, that means just 4 red cards since the red Koke, since Screamer Koke, and that's just for foot champions. You know, for other leagues I'll have for division rivals and squad battles, I'll usually just, you know, play, and if I get a card then I drop him from that and stuff. But for for foot champs I always play a Koke. It has to be a Koke. I don't know why Koke does works well for me in foot champs. Grayson Martins, everybody saying, oh, he's just a pace card, that's all he does, pace and dribbling. He's actually good. He gets a lot of headers. The majority of Grayson Martin goals is from headers, and he gets up there. He doesn't have a high jumping, but with the right chemistry styling, he does get up there with the headers, and he scores goals with his head. And I'll show how the mechanics for that works. But EA need to fix a lot of stuff, especially with the players. Now, players with high heading, with heading accuracy, they tend to lose out on headers. Now, I understand if you have a controller, it's easier to score on PlayStation. A lot of people say it's easier to score goals on PlayStation, it's easier to defend on PlayStation. Xbox, the controller is already a bit heavier on the side compared to the PlayStations, and you have to know how to position on the Xbox, how to position for headers on the Xbox. Now, if you don't position right, or if you don't position, sometimes you want to go to the corners. And just one slight mistake to that, there's not too much for the corners, but one mistake people tend to make is that they want to go to the corner and they just they press headers lightly, and then it skyrockets out of control and goes over the net. Now you have to put power on the headers. You always have to put power on the headers, or else you don't get a goal from it. I don't know why that's the case. You just tap the heading button, it goes like a lob, so the keeper tends to just jump up and catch it. But once you put power to it, it goes straight. I don't understand how that works, but that's there, and I don't know if they have to fix it or what, or just tweak it a little. But there's updates coming out each and every 2 weeks or something like that, and the updates don't make a difference. It doesn't make any sense, because they update the game and then there's another problem, meaning EA, every time they fix the game, they add a problem to it, and that's basically what's going on. I'm not sure if people see that or notice this, but there is a problem with the game from EA Sports. Whatever they push through in the game, they always put an error again in the game. So they're testing out different stuff, and the time you'll see the game at its best will probably be coming down to the end of the cycle. That's when you'll get the best gameplay and stuff, and that's just annoying. That's stupid. So EA do need to fix everything in the game. There isn't one thing they don't have to fix. They have to fix everything in the game. You're playing against the AI in squad battles, right? You could beat a player from top 100. I've played 2 players from top 100 and I've lost against one of them. I played Ajax. Ajax Joe, is Ajax Joe? Yeah, I played Ajax Joe, and then I played a guy, I can't remember his name, but I think he's from Italy, because I always say good game, because when I play foot champs, I always lose 1-0, 2-0, 3-2, 2-1. That's basically how I lose. If I lose to a guy that scores 4 goals, I usually score 3, or I usually score 2. If I lose to a guy with 5, I usually score 4. If I lose to a guy 6 or 7, I always have 5 goals there scored already. I don't know what's going on. That has to change, because you have a 2-goal lead, right? That's the most vulnerable time. When you have 2 goals in the lead, you concede those 2 goals instantly, coming late down in the second half. Your players get tired. These players are tired as well, but for some reason they have an extra boost to them. I don't know how that's possible. The guy doesn't pause the game no time. Yes, he's changed his tactic, but using the same formation. You change the tactic, use the same formation. You using the same tactic from the starting of the game, and for some reason he's marginally better than you come late down in the game when neither of you make subs. And then when he scores the 2 goals, he brings on the fastest set of players he could bring on, and then he either scores or you guys go extra time and he pummels you in extra time, because yes, you have fast players, but the formation you use at the start of the game is like it's rendered useless now when extra time, and doesn't make sense for foot champs. Now, there has been a game where I came up against a guy, right? I won 5-4, and when I had him as a friend, I asked him, hey, how you doing, and everything. We added each other, we say good game, blah blah blah. We added each other, and when I asked him how at the end of the weekend league, I asked him, how did you do? He told me, well, he played all his 30 games, and he told me he was 15 and 15. I said, okay, that's cool. He asked me how much I am. I'm 6 and, you understand, I'm 6. I only won 6 games out of 30, which was stupid. 24 games lost. You understand? Out of 30 games, I've lost 24, and I beat this guy 15 and 15, and I'm not better than him. You understand? 15 and 15, but I'm still worse than him. Last weekend league, I won 13 games back to back. No, it wasn't 13 games back to back. It was 10 games back to back. So each game I played was 10 wins. That was the luckiest thing I could have done, because I think that was the most I've scored in it. Most games I've won. And then I start losing. I just start losing, and then the final 3 games, well, final 2, the 2 before the last game, I win. No, I won a game before that. Then the 2 games close to the last, I won, and then power went out. So I lost the last game. I made a report to EA that was my electricity, this and that. They say they have a system in place. Even if you're winning a game, right? I was winning a game 1-0 at the time, right? I lose power, get disconnected, obviously, blah blah blah, this product. Go to EA, tell them what happens. They basically come back and say, oh, that's not the case, you disconnected. I wouldn't disconnect from a game I'm winning. You understand? But I'm sure if a pro player goes to them and say, look, I was disconnected, you know, sometimes they could rage quit, you can never tell. I was disconnected, and they say, sure, we're going to give you back your game. They don't do that for people like me, the average player. You understand? The average player could topple the top guys. Now top guys are part of clubs and teams that are put money into their game. You understand? So they'll obviously work towards helping them out instead of helping guys like me who spend $300 since the game's launch on packs and only got what, Jordi Alba. And to be honest, only Jordi Alba. Yeah, it was only Jordi Alba I got when I purchased pack. That's all the only top player I got above 85. Right? Every other player I have in my club, and it's over 1,100 players I have in my club just for SBCs, right? And the other players I have in my club, the players that I've picked up, like Godin and Jimenez, Testegen and stuff, these guys, I only pack these guys from SBCs. So SBCs are better than paying money, but you need to pay money to get players, or else you have to buy players on the market, and players on the market are overpriced already. They're not even worth buying, because by the time you do so, you bid 700 coins for a player, another guy comes in 1,000 coins. And I usually believe that this is robotic, because there's no way, yes, there's a lot of players on the game, but there's no way you just beat 700 and in less than a second a guy just comes up 1,000. You understand? There's no way. A second doesn't prove any a second doesn't give you enough time to say, you know, I'll change that bid because he outbid me, I go outbid him one time, same time, unless that guy has robot fingers. So yes, it's a bot. Obviously, a lot of these player pools from transfer market usually come prices of bots, trying to get the cheapest for a player. So yeah, a lot of things have to fix in FIFA. I don't know if this video was relevant, but we already crossed the 18-minute mark. I highly doubt people will be watching this video. So yeah, guys, it's been your boy King Cross KTK complaining about EA Sports FIFA 19, not EA FIFA 19, EA Sports FIFA 19. EA have a lot of problems on the other side, especially with Anthem coming up next year. But FIFA is based with EA Sports, not EA themselves. EA is also publisher. EA Sports is who makes the game, just as DICE makes Battlefield, and DICE was the ones postponing Battlefield anyways. They could have EA could have postponed FIFA. I wouldn't mind if they postponed it FIFA to maybe October, November. I would have been glad with that. It gives them enough time to fix the entire game. But it is what it is. So yeah, guys, it's been your boy King Cross KTK with an unedited, unscripted video. It's been a while as well, so hopefully this video does well. So if you guys liked it, please leave a like, please subscribe, and peace.